You got enough space?
Good.
Okay. All right. This is Brenda Cretney. Brenda has shown that her favorite interest has been art ever since she was a child. After retiring from teaching, she began to take time for doing artwork. The luminous quality of watercolor was the reason she chose it as her medium. Her love of animals found its way into her paintings most of the time. It is exciting to her to paint the animal's eyes and see the animal looking back at her. By the way, if you have checked out her stuff online, the animals really are looking back. It's amazing. She is a member of the Pittsford Fine Art Gallery, and her paintings are on display there. Brenda belongs to a number of art clubs and has signature membership in 6 different clubs. So, welcome, Brenda.
Thank you very much. One of the things that I was told I could talk about is how I came into the watercolor. And of course, I love animals. And so when I finally finished teaching, I knew I would like to do some artwork. So when I started painting animals, and I really fell in love with that. My husband over there,
The driver who couldn't find you guys.
he had been carving wood and doing birds out of them. And the reason I brought some of his birds are because the two of us talked together about our artwork. You wouldn't think that doing carvings in wood would relate to watercolor that much, but it really does. For me, doing a background in a watercolor, you're gonna lose it or it's gonna come out really well. The same for him. He has to have a habitat for his bird, and it can enhance it or it can ruin it. So then just the painting, the getting things right, feeling like you're really into it, and then you do something and you feel like you spoiled it. Those kinds of things we're able to work together on and talk about it. So they said, who are some of the artists that inspire you? When I was first starting, I got into the Transparent Watercolor Society, and I went, blow your mind away, the paintings in that club. So Marlon Rotash was one of them, and he did my favorite painting, horses, a team of horses. They were just fantastic. So he's been one that inspires me all the time. And then September Bay, I was out in Jackson Hole, and she had paintings out there. They are just so luminous. She uses fine coats of watercolor, and with just few colors, she can make an image. So I really loved looking at her work. And then Don Weller, a real cowboy. Love his work, fresh, but it's accurate. The cowboys are sitting on the horse the way they should be sitting. The horses are put together the way they should be put together. Just fantastic. And Dean Mitchell, I don't know if anybody knows him, but he is so good with watercolor. He does a lot of black people, dark-skinned people, sceneries that are lower income houses that need a lot of work, and he makes them beautiful. So here's one of his pictures, and I thought, well, why don't I copy a Dean Mitchell picture? That should help me with my work. It won't be to sell it or anything, just for my own learning. And so I did that picture, And I thought, all right, now I can start using some of those techniques that Dean uses. Well, didn't work out. Next picture I did turned out to be mine. And when you go to a workshop, you can learn some really new things, some things you can incorporate, but generally you'll come back with mostly the skills that you had when you went in there. But each time you grow a little bit, you learn a little bit. Here is one where I was just using graphic. And this is my granddaughter. And I just love doing the shading and things like that. And it used to be for every watercolor painting, I did one of those. Oh, I didn't bring I have a little grid, a clear plastic grid that I put over the picture. And then I put the grid on my paper. And for each little square in the grid, I draw that on my paper. And I used to do this for every painting. And this part right here, I really liked because there's no mistake, you can erase it. So I had a good time doing the painting. But then, when it came to the picture, I put it under or on a light box. Does everybody know what a light box is? Yeah. And traced it over, and then I did the painting. I brought this other one too. But I have all three parts. I have the drawing on the paper, the drawing from the light box, the photograph, and here's the painting. This is Genesee Country Museum. You might recognize the horse there.
Do you want to hold it up in front of the camera for a minute, then show it up there so they
Oh,
can see?
all right.
Right here.
Yep, right there.
Right there. There we go.
Does that help people? No?
Can I walk it around?
Sure.
Here, we'll just set this aside for now. And do it well. Yeah. But you guys said it didn't help to put it up on the screen. Yes, you have to drop it.
I brought a couple others, preparations for paintings. And as watercolor goes, I love my granddaughter and the dog. I did the painting twice and I didn't like it. It didn't make the grade. And this is me and my horse in the cornfield. And the painting turned out okay. I think I like the drawing a little better though. And here is Miss Scarlett O'Hara. She's the ruler of our house. And another one, I did this in a workshop, a Zoom workshop, and I didn't like it. And turns out sometimes if you just age them, you start to like them better. And here are a couple of my Christmas cards I do every year. So I did bring something to work on, so the camera will be necessary. My new way of getting the image on the paper, I have a projector now. And in a lot of the workshops that I've worked on, that's how everybody is doing it. And the thing of it is, you can get it on there so much faster, but you really have to draw, because when you're putting it on you have it taped on the wall, and as you're tracing it, somehow it slips a little bit. It always slips a little bit, so you have to be a little bit off. So you have to look at what you're doing to make sure you get things in the right places. Now, most people do a little painting for you, right? So I did bring things to do. The rabbit. Dave, you wanna get me water?
Cause I'll run out to the.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. You got the wrong one. I brought my real one.
Careful.
A little more.
Okay.
My palette can tell you, many years. This is the picture of the rabbit. And while she's getting the water, probably most of you know about the green tape that you can put it down on your watercolor paper. And press the edge, and maybe put another one next to it if you're wanting to get a straight line, or then again, if you want to take something off, you take the paper and put it in the shape you would like it, and put some on the other side, and then take Mr. Clean, the sponges, and you dip it in water and you scrub on it, but as much as you scrub, you have to have a paper towel or something to take up the color. So scrub a couple, use your paper towel. Scrub a couple, use your paper towel. And you can pretty much get it right back to white. So if you have a place that you wanna put a accent mark or something like that, then you can use these tools. You just have to make sure that you press the edge of the green tape, just like you're painting a room. Press the edge down and it won't get under it, and you can bring it back to white. and misting. I went to the beauty supply to be able to get this. My old misting bottles put droplets down on the paper and it was always too wet. And this right here has just a fine mist, not the droplets. So I can dampen it as much as I want, but I can put just a fine mist down to get me where I wanna go. So probably we can do the camera now. Is it on?
Okay.
There we go. Am I in the way?
The goal here is to get it as close to. That's pretty good to start with, and then if we need to fine tune, we can.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Are you right or left? You're right-handed.
Yes.
That's why it's over here. Cause I want your hand.
Right, right.
And if you want, if you're far away and you wanna come up, feel free to come up, okay? Just don't block the camera for people relying on the camera.
I think I'm going to start with the background, and the green in the bottom sort of blends in with the top. So once I get my green, I think I'm going to spray down here. Are there a lot of watercolors in this group?
So you just keep painting.
Okay.
Better?
Yeah. 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 Guys, don't be afraid to move your chairs though. We've moved chairs many times in this room.
brand of watercolors do you like to use?
What brand?
Yes.
I have a lot of brands. I do like Mission Hill a lot. But Winsor Newton, any of the really good, artist colors. In fact, I've had, some given to me, and as long as they're artist grade and not student grade,
Right.
they seem to work all right. Although there are differences in them.
Have you ever used those watercolor pencils?
Yes,
Do you like them?
for some things, I went into a whole painting with them, but when you're trying to get, some fine detail and stuff, that would work.
Did you ever teach art?
No, I didn't. Although in the classroom, we did projects and things. The only art I really did in that classroom was bulletin boards. I'm gonna start with the eye. Do we have a lot of teachers in this group?
That's retired teachers.
Yeah. Seems like watercolor is always a balance of how much water on your brush and the paper in your paint. When I'm mixing my greens, I usually use a blue and a yellow. And blue and red work really well for a warm gray.
What kind of paper are you using?
I really like arches, and lately I've been using the 300. You don't have to worry about it rippling, especially if you're using a lot of water.
do a value study, or is that just a line drawn? You know, do you figure out your values ahead of time?
Actually, when I'm painting,
You do it as you paint?
yeah, it needs to be darker, it needs to be lighter, and, yeah. But I think that's part of when I choose a painting, does it have good values?
Do you do thumbnail sketches first?
I used to, but no, I just choose a painting, if I like it, then I do it.
So she doesn't do this anymore? Maybe for big pieces.
Whatever patients do, you have to be so mathematical. It's not hard. It just takes time. But it works.
It certainly does. That's what made us portraits.
Watercolor, I'm excited.
It's really hard to do because it's gotta dry more between when I come in.
You ever use a hairdryer?
Yeah.
You get
But-
impatient.
But you know what, with the hairdryer, it tends to dry it on top, not on the bottom. So it still moves a little.
It's a good tip.
Hi, Carol.
Yeah,
all through your life.
yeah. And my notepads always had little drawings on them,
Yeah, yeah.
and the same for you. Oh,
That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do.
yeah.
She doesn't do this like she does. Yeah, she does it now, and she traces it. Yes. Yeah, she does it. No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
No.
When you use masking, you know that little rubber eraser? I wish I had one now.
What do you mean, a kneaded eraser?
Yeah, no, it's, yeah, it's soft, but it isn't like the kneaded eraser. And it sticks to the masking and lifts it easier than your fingernail.
You put a little masking on this, on that.
Yeah. And if I'm gonna finish it, I have to take it off. Still
What do you do with your pencil? I am new. So what do you do with your pencil art?
I use, when I'm done with them, I just use that kneading eraser and write them
And it
off.
doesn't mess with your paint or anything?
No, it makes it look better if it's all dry, if it's wet. Yeah. I've had many problems. That's where.
Mr. Eraser.
And that'll take it off. But,
Because it basically, Mr. Eraser is basically a very fine sandpaper, just
right,
takes off the layer.
but it has bleach in it too, which takes them back to white.
Yeah. Well, I have a whole bucket of that at home. And a lot of beauty. Yeah. Did you prep your paper before you started, or you just went ahead and secured your piece and
Yeah, here's my piece I got going, I didn't, wet it or anything, but 300 pounds is pretty much able to handle that.
Yeah, but you went from
No, this is not her. This is not her. This is Don Walter. Yeah.
It's a friend.
Yeah.
She used that
It's
as
one of
an
her
example.
artists that she likes.
Yeah. Like I said,
Because you have to raise it to shade it to light it.
Did she blow that up? But she gets all her value stuff.
Yes, I see that. But that's, I would imagine that's what you do.
You know what, you gotta start small.
I'm sure it does.
I love She brings me stuff, so she
My husband traded one of his birds for a piece of stained glass. That one of the others was in the fine art upstairs. And Monique made us a couple kinds of,
Very cool.
I'm doing January.
I'm going for it to dry like I usually do. It's sort of blending out. Not in the way I'd like it to. Yes, it doesn't have much heat until it dries. Yeah.
Where do you live?
In Rockport.
You know your way home now?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great. Yeah, that's great. All right, so like that would come that way around. Well, we don't find it. Down on something road here.
No, she has not did that last class. No, as you're talking about the paint, these like quality paint. Where do you buy it? Because it seems like all stores don't carry it anymore.
Rochester.
That's the only place, right?
Or
You're trying something.
Jerry's out there.
Yeah, you gotta mail away.
Yeah. I know.
I like to,
You like to see?
I wanna see it, and I also want, I might want it right now, not wait too. To get it.
I think you should. Brenda? How did, maybe it's not the time, but those, the darks on this, how do you get those darks? Is that layered or is it, do you mix that dark?
I guess we're hardly free to make it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Probably come over and say.
Yeah, dark back.
I have some of the, liquid watercolors, and they are really solid. And so, on part of that, I use the liquid watercolor, but I wanted some of the woodwork to show through. And so I went to my regular paints and just mixed the dark. And, I had the girl masked. I put masking on her, and in the window and everything. And I just worked until I had enough layers that it looked really dark.
So that it's multiple layers, even though it's liquid watercolor.
And then, yes, and then when I saw I had enough and you could see some of the woodwork, I lifted a little bit to see more of the woodwork. But, the masking is what saved her, and then defeated her. Right, that one right there is just part of their. And you know when you fly over yourself, down there, your dog might feel that. Kind of accident. But they really were, because they had no bleach in there, and they're like stuff. No, well, don't brush your hair too hard. But as long as you keep mopping it up quickly, because it really helps it work. In fact, I have one of these. Yeah, and this one has more points. And if I that's water, I can lift all while.
Use it for anything.
Yeah, right. These scrubbies right here are more abrasive than this one right here. But I have to keep all the white up.
This is paint by number. Transfers.
probably done right now. I would work and work and work with it.
And then she says she got a light box, traces, and then trace the next thing.
I assume the projector would be easier because the projector is bigger.
And she said that, and I can wall, the paper gets slipping.
It doesn't buckle on it. And so, put the paint.
So then she traced it, and there's the tracing. Which is why
But if you're gonna do it, you have to. It doesn't turn out.
Looks like my dog. Cute.
Straight lines, and I have no straight lines.
I did that one, but that's the real one. There are some of my
It's been interesting, yeah. I know, it's a fun,
I was gonna be there, but I couldn't, it's not my picture, so I couldn't. That horse knows. I know horses. It's very cute. There it is, there's the one I did of letting the horses in the trees. Very nice. No touch. There's that dog. Yeah. House on the corner. Oh, an Amish guy was out cutting down logs, and the horses were dragging them up. That's one of my first ones. That was at Erie County Fair horse show. She's getting ready for her next show.
I love it, really. I love that.
Oh, there's my sister, Darnay.
He's beautiful.
Sandy is pretty good.
He is gorgeous.
A friend of mine used to work with Harris Wilcox.
Oh, yes.
The auction.
Yeah.
Don Grutzinger, and he used to show them.
With all the carriage horses, he had all the.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
Yes.
I grew up with carriage horses.
Really?
Yeah, showed it a bunch of places.
Did you know Don?
Don, what's his last name?
Grutzinger?
My parents probably did.
Ah.
The name sounds familiar.
Yep.
Probably showed at Walnut Hill in
Yeah.
Casanova.
Yes. Oh, yeah, at Walnut Hill. Yeah, for sure. I have some pictures of a 6-horse and a 4-horse. And I was sitting on the ground meeting when they came around. And the ground go.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Oh, that's my dog.
Oh, I love your birds.
Oh, this is a workshop I went to. He was so spectacular.
Who was it? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Let me see if his name's here. English was not his first language. It's right here.
Which group was it? Was it through a group?
No, it was down in Greenville, Hudson Valley workshops. Oh, there's my 6 horse.
Very nice.
There's a 4 house.
Yeah, I like the house. Is this a Genesee?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. It's got good motion.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, capture some of the emotion or the emotion of them.
That's lovely.
That painting right there got in Adirondacks, the National, up there at the view.
Beautiful.
That one I did Wayne back in like 03 or 04. Who would have thought that I would still be painting in 26? It's a cornfield, Miss O'Hara,
Right now?
going for a walk.
Currently, I've got what these. I've done mostly I do nothing.
Golf shoots.
Oh,
With,
you know what? It overwhelms you.
was it the Masters camp?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ollie.
That's on your car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got clean up in a couple minutes.
Alrighty.
That's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Well, you're certainly welcome. Sorry about getting here.
Yeah, and never trusted GPS.
I know.
Well, not to
The
this
car is
building.
looking. It's in 2016. Didn't get the message.
GPS never brings people to my house either. It goes
Really?
like several houses away. It does? Yep. It either goes to disc golf or past the nature.
Well,
Really beautiful. Thank you so much.
well, you're certainly welcome. What kind of artwork do you do?
I do a little bit of everything. I just dabble with the watercolor though.
You must have liked Becky Mader.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she does everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's an amazing artist.
yeah, she is. Yes.
I'm admiring this palette.
Man has seen me through a lot, but you know what? Once I'm painting, I can't be bothered to look at. I kind of have them memorized.
Yeah.
But to look at which one I need and I need my color when I need my color.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So, do you show or anything?
Just in the for this group here.
Right. Yeah. So, what kinds of things do you do?
Well, last year's show, the spring show, I won the ribbon for the
You want us to put
for a different